I'm going to make a quick sketch of this detail, especially the eye, a little bit of the surroundings. It's from a painting by Leonardo da Vinci, La Belle Ferroniere. I don't know if I pronounce it right. My French is not that good, but I'm going to make a little sketch. So I just downloaded this painting from the internet and I cropped a part of it, the part that I want to use for this. And when I put these lines down, I corrected myself. I want to build this up from tonal values especially. So hatchings, but not really lines. And even if there is a certain line like this here, I tend to create some sort of hatching that represents that line, but is in a way sort of plain in the form of a line. This drawing paper is quite coarse, has a certain structure, which I like very much nowadays. For a while I made drawings on very smooth drawing paper, but I actually like this now. And I don't really use lines before I start to draw these hatchings. Maybe if it's convenient to you when you are doing something similar, you can draw first the lines to get the proportions right. But that's for everybody different. But maybe I'll do a few drawings which are more easier to follow in that respect. That are more simple to copy, so to speak. And now I want in this area that the highlight in the eye is the lightest part, so I make everything slightly darker, everything around it. Even the light parts of the skin are slightly darker than the highlight in the eye. Now I'm adding subtle accentuations, so there is a phase in which I create the tonal values and draw this for the most part, but then there's a phase that you want to add some subtle details, so you're changing your pace, so to speak, in how you approach this drawing, so you get a little bit more careful in what you're adding. When the basic structure is there, I have the tendency on this paper to not draw hatchings which are visible with a lot of lines, but to make darker planes like this that are more smooth in a certain value, tonal value. I mean, there's a difference between doing this or this. I shouldn't have done this because I'm making this a bit too dark now. Anyway. With a needed eraser, I correct that a little bit. It's nice to make a drawing only with a needed eraser. Or mostly, because you have to apply graphite first. But that's for another video. I just want to draw the eye. I'm not going to draw these hairs, for example, but I try to make this form in a nice composition in itself. So I like this line actually, and now I'm looking to what extent I'm going to draw this. And I'm going to make some small adjustments here and there, and then I will consider it finished. And then I've made a little sketch, a little drawing of the eye. And I've added some accentuations, some small lines, some dots here. But the overall structure is tonal values, based on tonal values. And I leave it at this. If you like these videos, please subscribe, and thank you for your attention. Thank you for watching.